Good morning, Sunset Country.
Good morning. It's Christmas.
Yeah, it's great. Well, almost 23 more sleeps.
23 sleeps till the Jolly Guy comes. I can't wait.
It's going to be fun. We have a Christmassy show again.
Yes, we do.
We have lots of different Christmas action on the show today.
Yep. Thanks for look at this. Thanks for the crew. Look at this.
Look at this set.
It's awesome.
I know.
Yep. On the show, we visited the Miracle Marathon.
We had the fortunate pleasure of spending time with 89.5, the lake, at Dareward Motors for the Miracle Marathon.
It was a lot of fun.
I was blown away by the donations, and we have final tallies. We also have some footage from there that we're going to show you.
Yes, we got footage from there, yes. We've also got some footage and stories from Red Lake.
This is awesome. So Braden Murray was on the show from the Kenora Museum, and he was saying how fabulous the Red Lake Museum was. So Kim and Jeff, sorry, that was their collaborative production name.
Right.
Jim.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
They got to head up to Red Lake and see their museum, and it's beautiful. And they have a story from there. Yes,
it's wonderful. It's great. We've got the hand bell ringers. It's awesome. Wait till you see that. I don't know if I could do it. I know I couldn't do it.
I know I couldn't
do it.
Say I couldn't do it. But I do love listening to bells. It's very Christmassy.
Awesome. It's Christmassy. Look, it's Christmas.
Look at our house.
I'm so pumped.
We also have two furry friends on the show today, and they're bringing their human friend, Erica, again, from the Cat Shelter.
Oh, we're letting her on with them?
I guess so.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
No. Well, we need someone to snuggle kitties with us.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes. That's fantastic.
So we had the opportunity to go to the Miracle Marathon at Dareward Motors, and we brought our whole crew.
Kenora is amazingly, the people just give like crazy, but it's just amazing. There's so many things that go on. Miracle Marathon, like you said, have been going on for 26 years, and when it started, there wasn't really much like it. Good morning, Sunset Country. Dave and Deb here. We are at the Miracle Marathon in Kenora at the Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Dareward Motors. There we go. We got it right. That's hard to say all that. Anyways, it's a Miracle Marathon hosted every year by 89.5. This is the 26th year. I'm speaking with Tim Davidson here, and we've got Sandra here from the Salvation Army. So Tim, 26 years you've been doing this? Yeah, it's been, the first one was actually very close to where our station is now. It was in the Bannister Center, and the restaurant was called Knickers. Is it Knickers? I want to say no now. Anyway, it was Jim Scribner's restaurant. Yep. And in the early days, they actually had a bed instead of a couch, and it was very awkward and a little creepy, but it went out. it went away after the first year. But so the tradition, Jim Scribner brought it to Kenora, and it's been going strong ever since. That's fantastic. And you've been there since year one. Clay Fox, obviously, and Jim were the prime movers of that. And then Johnny Kay, who's on the couch now, he kind of took over. I was always in the background, I'm the greeter. That's right, yeah. And then, And now you're there like the star, sort of. Well, sort of. All this is. That is the star. Yes. That is the star. Yes, and all of this, of course, goes to the Salvation Army. And we've got Sandra here from the Salvation Army. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you.
So, I'm doing well. So, the 26th year, tell us, how's the year going? How does it start?
This year, actually, we're finding there's more need. The last few years, we've done between 170 and 190 hampers each year. This year, we're on target for 230. So there's a huge increase this year. Lots of new families, people we haven't seen before. We're getting the word out, and they're needing the help. Well, so we've got an increase in need, and Kenora, like they always do, are coming through just amazingly. They get a lot of things out here. One thing that I got mentioned, I think you've talked about it when you were on the radio, but there's always an age group that you're looking for. So if we're telling somebody, if you have to tell somebody, focus on a certain age group, is there a group out there that you're looking for some stuff that you have trouble getting it? Yes, we're looking specifically for the 11 to 14-year-olds. We struggle every year. Last year we were very fortunate. We had some Little Whizzes donated, and we also had $750 worth of gift cards donated. So every child within that age group got one or the other, and it was wonderful.
Fantastic.
Now, Sandra, of course, it is Christmas and we're at the Miracle Marathon, but Salvation Army is here year-round for these families, so it's not just at Christmas. So that was one of my big questions this year. Do you take gift cards?
We do, absolutely. If for some reason we find we can't use them at Christmas, we use them during the year to purchase groceries where there's a shortage, or if we have a family in crisis, then we'll slip them a gift card when nobody's looking, or they'll all get used somehow.
Excellent. Well, we want to thank both of you and your businesses, organizations for all of your time this Christmas. Miracle Marathon is off to a really good start here at Dare Warm Motors, and we just want to remind viewers that give all year round. It's a need that happens all year round. So Christmas is especially important, you know, so everybody has something under the tree, but keep it going. Salvation Army is here all year round working hard. So thanks so much for that, you guys.
Wow, that was amazing. It was an excellent time at Miracle Marathon. Thanks. What was the dollar value?
$28,000.
Thank you, everybody who donated. Thank you to 89.5 for putting it on again, the 26th annual. This was your first.
This was my first
And how
marathon.
did you enjoy that?
I loved it. It was so nice being there. They do such a good job.
Oh, they do a great job.
And I was kind of nervous. Of course, you know, I've been on TV, but radio was, I don't know, weird. I was totally nervous inside, so I listened to the station all day long. And I was like, okay, Christmas stories. I was armed with my Christmas stories, so we did good. It was fun.
Fantastic. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And again, thanks. $28,000. That's fantastic.
Amazing. So their totals, I just wanted to throw this out there, 180 families they helped out last year. It has increased to 230 families this year.
Yeah.
So they doubled what they had gotten for donations Friday. They doubled it on Saturday. So this is amazing because they needed a lot more stuff this year to help out more families.
There's still more time. There's still other things.
Thank you.
We'll talk about it later on the show.
But when we come back from break, we're going to have two furry friends here with Erica, and we're going to talk about their Christmas fundraiser coming up.
Welcome back. Good morning, Sunset Country. We're here with Erica Grover from the Kenora Cat Shelter.
Hello.
Hello, and we have our friends with us. Is it Polar and...
We have Polar and we have Dixie.
Polar and Dixie has come to visit the show.
Yes.
They're so
That's
cute.
fantastic.
They are adorable. Polar and Dixie, they're not actually siblings, but I just brought them together to get along. Polar, they're both about 5 to 8 years.
Okay.
They're estimated ages, so
Right.
we don't know exactly, but Polar is male, and he is a very fun, adventurous, exciting kind of cat. He's not crazy, you know. He's not a knucklehead or anything like that. But he's outgoing.
Yeah.
You let him out in the shelter, and he's all over the place.
Yeah.
So
he
does
just
he like
really
playing
enjoys
with
it.
toys?
He does. He plays with toys on occasion. He likes to hang out in the window, enjoy the sunshine. He likes to, we have a food counter where we feed the cats, and he's always just right there laying around, hanging out, hoping someone will drop a little kibble. So he's very interactive and very social.
Good.
Dixie is very, very sweet, but she's a bit shy. She's not a fan of the other cats at the shelter. She doesn't pick fights.
Yeah.
She just, prefers to keep to herself more. And she's just darling because you sit down in front of her kennel, open the door, and she just pops into your lap.
That's fantastic.
And she just wants to sit there and be cuddled. Yeah. And if you pick her up, she just snuggles right into your shoulder.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So-
Nice for a cuddling person. That wants a cuddling cat.
Yeah,
Now, you've
exactly.
got the pet shelter, or the cat shelter's got a thing going on this weekend.
We do.
That's great. Tell us about
It's
that.
our Christmas bake sale
Okay.
and crafts. There'll be some quilted, don't go away, honey. There'll be some quilted items. There'll be some knit items. We'll have tons of baked goods. Dawn Hetherington puts it on the sale, and she does a fabulous job. She's
Nice.
wonderful.
So
And
it's on Saturday.
It's on Saturday at Pet Value from 10 to 3.
Okay.
And the bake sale, I mean, we always have tons of baking, but they do tend to sell out. So, don't show up at 2:30 and think you're going to get a huge amount of
Good
baking, right? So
point.
the earlier you come, the better. We'll also have a couple kittens there. We have 2 kittens at the shelter that are ready to go to homes.
Okay,
so we're
good.
going to have them there
Yeah.
so that people
Nice.
can see them.
Well, and there was 2 kittens that were just recently adopted from Pet Value.
Yes, the 2 black kittens. Oh, they were adorable. Those 2, we've had a lot of adoptions this past month.
Well,
It's
that's
been
nice.
really great. So
That
thank
is-
you so much, Kenora.
That is good.
Well,
now
and-
the proceeds from it are going to the cat shelter to help run
Correct.
it.
Yep.
So tell us about the cat shelter. Can somebody volunteer? How can they help out there?
Yes.
How's that work?
Volunteering is always needed, and there's many ways to do that. You can actually come to the shelter, and we do shifts, morning shifts and evening shifts, where you feed the cats, let them out, they get some exercise, play with them, clean out their kennels. For people who can't commit to something like that, you can also help out. We always need people to do laundry, so if you'd be willing to do a load of laundry a week, that's great. If you want to help out at the events, like we'll have people at the event this weekend, so we always need volunteers at the events to help out.
Well, that's a great idea, because I know I have younger children. My oldest would probably be old enough to help, but the other two not so much. And we talk about the cat shelter all the time and sort of how we can help out. So we might be able to do a load of laundry and stuff.
Yeah,
for them
I know
too.
it's very
like
unromantic.
That's huge. Like there's so much.
It's not glamorous, but it's so helpful.
Yeah, no
Yes,
kidding.
yeah.
Well, and you don't think about all those behind the scenes.
Yeah.
The care that goes beyond the cat, right?
Another thing that we need help with a lot is vet appointments.
Oh, getting that, yes, okay,
when cats have a vet appointment, taking them to and from the veterinary clinic.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's also an area where we can use people.
Yeah. So how can you help out if you can't physically make it down? How else can you help out?
Well, donations are
okay.
always great. And on the website, the KenoraCatShelter.com, it's our new site, and on there's a list of ways you can help and donations. You can donate online through PayPal,
Nice.
but then there's also other ways, like supplies. We always need cat food, tissues, paper towels for cleaning, bleach and vinegar.
Bags of cat litter?
Yes, we use a specific type of cat litter. So that's, if you want to donate litter, we can use it because it's expensive, but it is a very specific type, which is on the website.
Oh,
It indicates what kind it is.
All right.
And we do bottle collection year round.
Nice.
It's not just outside of the shelter. We have collection boxes.
Oh, perfect.
So we can then turn those into the beer store for donations.
So just briefly, because we're winding down here.
Yeah.
Where is the shelter for those that want to stop by or drop off some bottles?
The shelter is at 106 Regina Avenue.
106 Regina.
Yeah. And in terms of seeing the cats, it's by appointment only.
All right.
Because it is run by an individual director.
Okay.
But for dropping off bottles, for dropping off supplies, stop by anytime. And you can usually, if no one's there in the shelter, you can drop it off on the tables in the driveway.
Fantastic. Okay, so this weekend, stop by at Pet Value between 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock, was it?
10 and 3.
10 and 3, see the cats, and maybe volunteer a bit.
Yes, that would
Thanks
be
for coming to see us.
Welcome back to Good Morning Sunset Country. We are very excited for this next story. Kim Morrison and Jeff Strachan, also known as Jim, went up to Red Lake and they got to check out the museum there and the very special art exhibit that they have featured right now. And here's that story for you now.
Trevor Osmond of Red Lake Regional Heritage Center is here with us. Tell us a little bit about a fantastic display they've had going. Trevor.
Well, I just want to say that this is the second annual art show. The first art show last year in November was successful, but it was done very quickly. This year we had a much longer period of time.
You had more time to prepare this.
Yeah, exactly. And we had 18 artists instead of 10 last year. All artists that have lived in Red Lake. Most of them still do. And we had a terrific showing in our opening evening. 125 people.
And you had a live band?
Yes, we did. We had a live band called Strings and Things.
And they're local people as well.
That's correct, yes.
So how many displays are, like how many individual pieces?
Oh, individual pieces? The average is about 2 per person, so.
Oh, okay, so quite a few. And some are and some are not for sale?
That's correct, yeah. Probably about 60% of the pieces are for sale. Some, in fact, have already sold.
And if somebody was interested, Who would they contact?
They can contact me by email or by phone. And to do that, just simply go on the Red Lake Regional Heritage Center's webpage, and you can find us there.
For a small town, get some talented people.
Yes, Red Lake is pretty unique in that only 4,000 to 5,000 people, but half of them seem to be artists. So.
Well, thanks a lot,
right.
Trevor. And joining us now is Patrick Hunter. And Patrick, this is a lovely painting. Anishinaabe Worldview is its title.
You got it.
And for those of you out there who might have wanted to purchase it, they are
It's sold today.
out of luck.
Yeah.
Out of luck. It's gone. But you are a local artist. You have other pieces of work, and
Yeah, I do quite a bit of different stuff, like original paintings. I wish I could do those more often, but I have a lot of prints and apparel.
and apparel. And
Yeah, it's out front.
out front is at this location.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. So if anybody wants to come all the way up to, it's not that far, especially for those of you in Dryden, to Red Lake, you can get some Patrick stuff. It's very nice. This is an original work. What inspired this?
It was inspired by just the way that Aboriginal people look at the world. And I've done a mural of this at the hospital in town.
Oh, yes.
And I've always wanted to see what it would look like as a painting. So I had some free time and decided to paint it up. And I knew this show was coming up, and I really wanted to give them a great piece and then also be here to talk about it.
Yes, so a tree of representing life on land? And
Yeah, the Tree of Life, and then also we have the Aurora Borealis, and then like the sun in the daytime. You can look online to check out what it means for sure, because it's like this whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very colorful, and I think it brightened up the show a little bit.
Well, thank you very much, Patrick.
No problem.
And back to you in the studio.
Well, that is just amazing. I wish I was an artist. I really do. It's amazing work. If you haven't seen that, they're there till Christmas. Stop by in Red Lake, visit, and buy some art.
When we come back after break, we are going to have a story for you on the Sunset Country Handbell Ensemble.
I'm joined today by Sandra Horbati and Ruth Gerard of the Sunset Country Handbell Ensemble, and they're going to give us a little bit of detail what the ensemble is all about. And Sandra, how long have you been with the group?
I would say I've been with the group about 10 years.
And Ruth, yourself?
About 26.
Wow, that's a long time. So Ruth, have you been with the group since its inception?
Yes. The Sunset Country Handbell Ringers is the larger group of 15 ringers that started in 1988. It was begun with a grant from the Ontario government for New Horizons recreation programs. So the bells were purchased through the New Horizons, and everyone had to be a senior to be on that board of directors. And once we got going and we've enjoyed the music, there were some members that were able to handle more complicated music, and they liked the challenge of working with a smaller group. So the smaller group maybe started up 15 years ago, and it was originally a quartet. And then it's become a group of, we have 6 or 7 at this point in time. And Sandra has been looking after the ensemble recently. But we've had a lot of people come and join us and move on in those years. So we have all new people, but we keep the program going.
Yes, Jeff and I have, a few years back when you guys were in the mall, we just discovered you and we filmed you in the mall. That was quite interesting. We enjoyed it very much. And you guys, this is your busy time of year. Do you do a lot during the year other than Christmas?
We generally have a couple of programs. We do Christmas, and then we do a spring program as well with the big group. And with our ensemble, because we don't have to carry everything, we can go to small places. So we can go to Pinecrest, we could go to a hospital room, we can go and visit somebody at their house, and we've done all those things.
Yes, well, we thoroughly enjoyed today listening to you ladies, and we want to remind everybody, when you see these ladies out, just commend them on how well they do. It's a beautiful music that they produce, and look forward to them over the Christmas season. Thank you very much, ladies, and Merry Christmas to you.
And to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Safety, for the wonderful poinsettias. They're just wonderful, aren't they?
It just makes our set look so festive-y.
Yes, it's Christmas.
Is that a word? Is that a real word?
Festive-y?
Festive-y.
It is now.
It is
Festive-y,
now.
look it up. Kids in school, just ignore her. That's okay. But festive-y
Kids
is a
should
word.
be in school now.
They should be.
Speaking of today, the holiday train rolls into town.
Yes.
If you haven't been, go to the Superstore,
Yep.
Wholesale Club. I
Yep,
always
the
want to
parking
call it
lot up at
Superstore.
top.
And the train is going to pull up there. There'll be Christmas lights and live music, and it's just such a fun time. 3:45, so directly
there.
after school.
I'm having
Yep.
an antler problem.
You are having an
working.
antler problem. We
But-
gave you those antlers so that you sit still.
That's okay. I'll sit still.
We also have Festival of Trees this weekend. We had Darlene McGilvery on the show from the Community Foundation, and it's Festival of Trees. It's finally here.
Go see it.
7 Gens. It's at a new location, and it's Saturday, December 3rd from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Photos with Santa, 11 a.m. to 2. It's $5 a photo, and there's a seniors tea from 1 to 3. So go
Fantastic.
check that out.
One of my favorites, again, tomorrow between 10 o'clock and 4 o'clock, the OPP are having their Stuff a Cruiser. They'll be supported by all the other emergency services, the Treaty 3, the ambulance. Come on out, donate something. We'll be at Safeway. They'll be at Walmart. They'll be at Canadian Tire. You'll see all the flashing lights. Go visit them. Drop whatever you can.
Sunday, if you want to come hear some songs of the Christmas season, you can go to the Knox Church in Kenora, and the G Clef Choir will be singing songs of the Christmas season. So it's $10 admission, and the proceeds go to local charities.
The 18th annual Festival of Lights at the Lake of the Woods Cemetery. The ice candles, everybody knows them. Ice candle orders are accepted now until Wednesday, December the 7th. Find that ugly Christmas shirt.
Do it now.
Find it.
We've got prizes for you.
We do, right here. Look at these
So
wonderful
Lana
prizes.
Wong generously donated some treats, homemade treats.
They're awesome.
And we of course have a Good Morning Sunset Country mug for you. So we are going to be giving this to the best ugly Christmas sweater. Send your photos on our Facebook page, Good Morning Sunset Country.
Draws next week.
Draws next week. And we want to see the ugliest of the uglies.
Yes.
We are going to leave you with some footage from the Kenora Kinsman Santa Claus Parade to get you inspired for your Christmas sweater. Have a good weekend, everyone. We'll see you next weekend.
Clothing for Good Morning Sunset Country host Deb Cruikshank is generously provided by Sure Thing. Life is good at Sure Thing. Clothing for host Dave Cain is generously provided by Lincoln Pin at 117 Main Street South in Kenora.